Time frame, images of a generation. We grew up in a simpler time. We sang.
Say, kids, what time is it?
M-I-C-K-E-Y-M-O-U-S-E. We laughed.
Hello, boy.
I can't believe I ate that whole thing.
We cried.
President Kennedy died at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time.
He's been shot. Lee Oswald has been shot.
We fought. We loved. We were attacked.
Japanese have attacked Pearl Harbor, Hawaii by air.
Our flag was still there. Now these memories come to life on posters that can be yours today. Go to howdyboomy.com for your copies today. That's howdyboomy.com. howdyboomy.com.
Welcome to the Howdy Boomy Show. Another gorgeous day here in the Buffalo, New York area, western New York. Sun is shining, going to be 50 degrees, which is unusual. Just got back from Florida. I remember when I was a small kid. I was born in 47, so it's in the 50s. And I could not wait until Sunday night to 6:30 at night, being in the Chicago area, getting down there and watching TV, because it was color, because it was the wonderful world of Disney. Every Sunday night during the week time, you would have a lot of black and white television shows back then. And every Sunday night, Walt Disney would weave his magic wand and Tinkerbell would come out. And all of a sudden, you had the wonderful world of Disney in living color. And I could not wait to watch that. You would have Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Donald Duck, Pluto, Goofy, Huey, Dewey, and Louie, Daisy Duck, Chip and Dale, all kinds of animals. You know, there are some people now, I had to laugh when I read that. Animals are inherently probably dangerous to humans. But they said that Walt Disney made the animals so friendly via cartoons and via the specials he had that people didn't fear animals. In fact, they probably should have. But Disney made them so warm and fuzzy and just like human beings, dancing bears and stuff like that, you know, Lady and the Tramp, that they weren't treated as dangerous as they probably should have been. But I could not wait to watch the wonderful world of Disney, the Mickey Mouse Club every day during the week. Jimmy, remember that big goofy guy, Roy, the Mouseketeers, Karen, Cubby, Bobby, Annette. Remember Annette? Oh, I mean, it was an amazing to watch. Elfego Baca, the Swamp Fox, Davy Crockett, which was a phenomenal success. Everybody had a coonskin cap, and everybody had a long rifle, and it was a phenomenon. Walt Disney said the biggest mistake he made in his life was killing Davy Crockett off after 3 episodes, because basically the receipts from Davy Crockett made Disneyland, and you always wanted to go to Disneyland to see everything that he had. It was just an amazing experience. And now you've got a situation in Florida where you have the governor going against Disney, mainly because Disney expressed opinions on the don't say gay rule. Now, I'm not exactly sure what that means, but I'm wondering if you go back to the origination of the Disney Empire, if Walt Disney himself would have gotten involved in that. I don't understand woke corporate culture nowadays, where all the CEOs have swollen lips from all the asses they're kissing to try to make their products and their services all-inclusive, which they normally are anyway. But now they're stressing it to groups that are a minority, and they're being treated as though they are king of the hill. Budweiser with this transgender, whatever they're doing on the Bud Light bottle. It's just sort of amazing how they're trampling over each other to make themselves look like idiots. And I'm just wondering if Walt Disney would have got involved in that. What happens? I'll tell you, Bob Iger is fighting him now, and he should. It's sort of a bit of censorship, but he's got to understand, Disney Empire, the Disney name, You think of purity, you think of innocence, kids. Ask Bob Iger, who's the head of Disney. Is Mickey Mouse going to have a gay friend? Is Mickey Mouse going to be gay? Is Mickey Mouse ever going to wear a dress? Is he going to be transgender? Is Mickey Mouse ever going to use the ladies' room? How are the men's and ladies' room treated at Disney? Do you use the ladies' room? It is just sort of amazing how they try to do everything to kiss everybody else's rear end when they realize that they're destroying what Walt built up. It's wholesome. It's how you raise kids. Am I supposed to put a dress on my grandson? They get involved at when they absolutely shouldn't. They should stick with what they know best. Entertainment. Clean entertainment. Don't get involved in the political end of it. And now he's fighting DeSantis. And I give DeSantis a little credit for telling this guy to keep your nose out of our business. They both deserve to get whacked in the butt. But Disney, I just can't understand. What's going to happen when Disney comes out and Mickey Mouse is gay? Are they ever going to do that? That's what's coming up next. Somebody's going to force him to do it. And then what is he going to say? It's just absolutely amazing to me how you can destroy what is the normal way of thinking, what is a wholesome way of thinking, what is the right way of thinking, just to please a minority fringe element. And that's what Disney is doing. Now they're surprised. They're fighting back. Fine. Fight back. But remember what got you there in the first place. Keep your nose out of politics. Keep concentrating on wholesome entertainment for kids. That's what it was built on. Keep doing that. I had to fly recently. I remember the first time I flew back in the 60s. I signed a contract with the San Francisco Giants, and I flew from Chicago to Arizona. And you wore a coat and a tie, and you got dressed up, and the stewardesses were very, very special. It was a great career. It was amazing how they try to outdo each other in the way they dressed, the way the airlines acted, the way the airlines promoted themselves. And now they're just cattle cars. It's just absolutely amazing. Flying has become such a pain in the ass. And I just don't understand how you can fix it, I guess, by putting more planes up, but that's expensive. Investing in an airline is not the best way to make a fortune. But what used to be a very, very exciting, a very, very enjoyable experience has now become one big pain in the rear end. And now, especially after 9/11, where you have to basically almost become naked and to get through security to make sure you're not carrying anything deadly on, it's just a sad, sad state of affairs. I was thinking about what I'm reading about Secretary of State Blinken writing the letter he had 50 some odd people sign it. Influential people in law enforcement and the Department of Justice, saying that the Hunter Biden story regarding his laptop and all the crap that they are finding out about him getting money from enemies was all a Russian hoax. He composed that letter. And I'm reading how all that was hidden. This guy's in power now. He's our Secretary of State. He should be in prison. All the people who signed that letter should be before Congress with a lie detector attached to them. That would show you what's going on. But I'm reading articles saying if this was brought out, if the Hunter Biden dealings were brought out before the election, Joe Biden wouldn't be president now. Think about that. You know, Donald Trump has made some boneheaded plays. Donald Trump is not a politician. That's why you got to love him. He's not a politician. He's getting pummeled for it. The political agenda by the lifelong politicians. They don't want their boat rocked. And this guy did it, and they don't want to make sure he comes back because they're going to be in real trouble, which I would love to see. But he was denied the presidency because of that information was found out people wouldn't have voted for Biden. They found out what a crook that family is, how corrupt the family is, how much money they're getting from China, Ukraine, our enemies, how corrupt those people are. And now they're running our country as though nothing had ever happened. Are we ever going to get retribution? I doubt it. They protect their own. Can you imagine that? Could you imagine acting that way? I can't understand a person. Joe Biden said he's a Catholic. I guess he was baptized. That's as far as it goes. I just can't understand how people can act that way, who can lie so much. It's just absolutely amazing to me. He wouldn't be president of the United States if that information was found out. And even now that the Republicans are investigating Hunter Biden and they're coming up with all kinds of stuff. You don't see it on the front page. Trump indicted. Trump did this. Trump did that. Republicans are in a mess. Republicans are idiots. Joe Biden is running again. Hooray, hooray. We'll see what happens. But it's amazing how they can lie so much, how the government suppresses things so much. I don't remember that happening when I first cast a vote in 1968, and I voted for Hubert Humphrey. And I just don't understand, was it going on back then and it doesn't advertise as much? Or are things so corrupt now? Is the money so big that they can't help themselves? Have a great day, ladies and gentlemen. I hope everything goes well for you. God bless you. God bless America.